Hello guys, my name is Benz and welcome to the video. So I haven't been around for quite a long time, since fucking November, October last year, sometime like that. September even maybe, I'm not sure. I have to check on my videos. But yeah, I've moved into my new house. So I said I was going to do that on a video. I'm all moved in. Well, I say all moved in, we're in the house, we're still getting things in and doing certain things. Yeah, I thought I'd just give you a quick tour of the house, because I know some people were asking for it before I moved in. So I thought it'd be nice just to have a little wander around. So let's have a wander. So to start off with, we've got the whole living room, and the old sofas. Already got some posts from the old charity workers, a few new tables. They were cheap tables, and they're really good tables actually. Got an electric fireplace, which the previous owner thankfully left behind. We haven't actually tried it properly yet. We've had it on, but I'm pretty sure that made a horrible smell. So we've not even got it plugged in at the moment, just in case. We've got a big pile of wires down there because we haven't actually got satellite TV at the moment, or pay or premium TV, whichever you want to call it. We're going to get Virgin Media. I'll have a talk about that in a bit, because that's to do with the internet. But yeah, because we ain't got no TV and we've got no aerial, because that's all been disconnected. There's no like analog aerial anymore. That white box down there, which you can see there. Oh, well, it's down there. That box was the old TV aerial, but because it's not being used anymore, it's all been disconnected. Yeah, so we ain't got Virgin TV at the moment, which we will eventually have. That's being done on the 22nd. Bit of Homes Under the Hammer there. That's the only decent channel I've got at the moment on BBC One. So I had to go out and buy a little, indoor aerial. Otherwise, I think it was going to be for 8 days, I think it was, or nearly 10 days actually, I was going to have no TV whatsoever, no channels. I've mounted the TV on the wall, but I'd have no channels at all. And I can't do that for 8 days, no way. So, right, let's move on. So, right, got my new licence down there with my address on. Kitchen, nice new cooker, works well. Bits and bobs. Well, there's plenty of washing up to do because a lot of people come around, and we actually had people stay around already, which is nice. Knife block, more washing up to do. That cup. So I haven't having breakfast yet. I think it's, what time is it? 25 past 10 in the morning. I haven't had my breakfast yet. Bits and bobs. So yeah, general kitchen really. Nice big fridge. Need to have a big fridge, plenty of food. So let's head upstairs. So upstairs, down there, up to here, we've got this tiny little landing. Go up here. I'm not going to go shoot too much of this, but this is our bedroom. I haven't been able to put the clothes away just yet. This is all yada yada. Nice big bedroom. There's me in the mirror. We've got this up and over, but it's not actually been mounted to the wall yet. It needs to be fixed to the wall because it's a bit shaky. So we don't want to put anything in there yet until that's secured. That's why all my clothes are on the floor still. Let's go through. Get to that bit in a second. Spare bedroom. You still see we've got some boxes still. Well, still got quite a few boxes still actually. We actually commandeered my PC case my PC case box to be actually a moving box. So I kept that. That was actually acting as a little shelf on my old desk. Yeah, plenty of bits and boxes, plenty to sort out. We'll eventually get into it. We've already got a bed in the spare bedroom. This is AKA my niece's room. Headboard and yada yada. So we've done that there. Right there. Those doors. Now this is the business area. So the light on. This is the man cave, or my new office, which is in a bit of an unruly state at the moment because it isn't. Well, it's getting finished. Plenty of stuff in here already, but you can see there's a lot of stuff that's sitting on the floor that needs to be picked up. There actually is a box here that shouldn't actually be in here. A lot of cables still laying on the floor. You see a lot of this, that's something I ain't talked to you guys about yet, is you've seen a lot of this camouflage stuff, it's like gear. I'll talk about that in another video, but that is all my airsoft gear. Yeah, big garden, by the way. I forgot to say, I've got a decent sized garden, plenty of barbecues in the summer. Yeah, I had a bit of a rush round on Saturday night because I played an airsoft game last night. So I just sort of emptied out my bag and put stuff on the desk. It needs to all be put away. That's why it's still sitting on the desk. That's why it looks messy. Got my steering wheel, pedals down there. But you can see, I don't know if you guys saw a video from quite a while ago of the size of my desk from my previous house. But it was, well, let's take it from probably about where the mouse mat is, go in a bit so it's not as deep, and then take it to here, and that's probably what I had. It was tiny. I could barely do anything on it, but with this one, I've got enough room for everything. Plus, I'm gonna have another table and stuff over there to put some more stuff on, and there will be another table or so over here where I'll work on PCs and I'll work on my airsoft gun. Yeah. So this is the man cave. This is where all the magic will happen. This is where the new videos are going to be done from. Everything's laid out much more, much more nicely. It's just a much better feeling sort of area. The walls, by the way, they're yellow. Me being an Ipswich Town fan, I don't actually look too yellow now. It looks yellow there. Me being an Ipswich Town fan, yellow is not my colour of choice. So I don't want to put too much in here anyway yet. I just want to get my PC in that so I can do something on it, and then I will paint the fucking walls. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the PC webcam and we'll have a just chat about what's going to go on. So this is where it is. This is where all the magic will happen. This is where all the videos will be made. I've still got the same webcam at the moment. Can't really afford to get a new one. Basically, that's because I'm moving into a new house. Not the cheapest of things in this day and age. So, but the crack at the moment is I haven't got no internet. As of right now, I have no internet, so I can't upload this video. I'm recording this on the 20th. I get internet on the 22nd. This will be the first video that goes up once I get internet. And this little bit is just to say, videos will be back. Euro Truck will be back. American Truck will be back as well. And any other games that I decide to play. Not sure what else is going to come back. Some other of the old series have sort of died off. I do want to do a new sort of like complete sort of series thing, like I did with the Life is Strange videos. But be a bit more wary of like the music in them, so I don't get copyright strikes. But I need to find that sort of game. What else is there? Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, with the Euro Truck series, I'm actually gonna restart the what did I call it? What was it? No Pain No Gain. That was it. The No Pain No Gain series. I want to restart that. I've spent too much time out of it with the updates to Euro Truck as well as the updates to Pro Mods. So I sort of need to start that again because there'll be too. I just know that as soon as when I update Pro Mods and I update Euro Truck, when I get my internet back, I just know that I'm gonna have all sorts of clashes with my old save file. So what I'll just do is I'll just restart that series. Maybe put a few more mods in. Maybe I want to try and extend the map as well, because I know they've got the Roost map which I had before, which I've done a couple of videos on. I'd like to get that in as well. I was also take another look at the France DLC, which I haven't done. What else is there that I haven't done? Weight mods. I want to try and change the weight mods as well. I want to try and put some more heavier trailers in and see how they work. Yeah, that is about it really. It's been a hard few months since I've done my last video. I've been on holiday. I went on my first skiing holiday, and that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I did bust my thumb though. That's still sore at the moment. Fell over and I think I've done some muscle damage. I didn't break it, but it really hurt. It knocked me out for a day of skiing. I couldn't ski for a day. Had to take a rest. That was really good. There was also about the airsoft, which I will get to in another video. We'll take a look at some stuff. I want to try and do something. I've got a GoPro, so I'm going to do some recording of that as well, so you guys can see some of that. What else has I been up to? Yeah, the hardest side of it has been the house. I have to admit, I haven't done a huge amount towards the moving and getting into the house. My missus has done a shit ton of stuff. She's pretty much took it from the point of looking at the house to the point of us moving in, and she's still done quite a lot around the house to actually get us to a livable state, and I do thank her a lot for that. I don't show it as much as I should, but I do really appreciate it. Hopefully when she sees this video she'll understand. It's easier for me to speak to a camera and say that than it is to show my feelings and emotions. But yes, the bits where I was involved with, and there's been a lot of worry about it, and the other side of it is that it's been the biggest thing that I've ever done. You think you're transferring, you're getting yourself into technically hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of debt, and there is still an eerie side of uncertainty to it, where you do all the maths, you do all the calculations to make sure you can afford to do it, and everything else. But there's always, I've always had it when I was a child, is that you always have that, and most people still do have it as well, you still have that eerie feeling in the back of your head, is like, what if I've done something wrong, and what if we can't afford it, and then we move in and then we are screwed over. It's good nowadays because you go through the banks and that. I know what it is in the UK, and they do a lot of checks. One guy who I knew moved in. I didn't do it with us, but one guy who moved in, they do like a stress test. And by the way, sorry I keep looking over there. I keep looking at my PC. I love my PC being on the desk now, and I can see everything going on inside of all the lights going off. I love looking at that. Yeah, one guy who I knew moved in, who I work with, he moved in, and the bank actually done a thing called a stress test, and they actually take all your money coming in and your money going out with a mortgage on top of all that, plus all your bills, and they actually do a test where you say your clutch goes on your car and you need to fork out, say, £1,000. Would you still be able to afford the mortgage, or would you need to put other things in place like extra savings and save away for them sort of things? So yeah, the banks do check you. They do a lot of checks on your money situation to make sure you can actually do it. So even if I mess up, or my missus, sorry, if she messes up the calculations, excuse me, if she messes up the calculations, then we should be able to rely on the bank saying, yeah, you can do it because we've seen your, I think they took 12 months worth of, so a year's worth of pay slips and from both of us to see what our ingoings are and what our outgoings are, just to make sure we can afford it. So we haven't had any bills go out just yet. We've paid like all the deposit and all everything to move in, but we haven't had like the first mortgage go out or like any of the bills. So we still need to wait and see what that is. But being in here now and talking to people and looking at different things, my mind is at rest. Yeah, so it was a hard few months, just worrying. There was quite a few months of worry, but we're in the house now. We're looking at what we want to do, what we want to change, and there's not a lot we want to change. This room mainly I want to change because, as I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of yellow. I want to get rid of yellow and put blue or minimum white. I don't know, we'll see what happens with that one. But that's still a cost at the end of the day, so that's gonna maybe a couple of months before I start doing that. So anyway, videos. Videos. I'm not gonna go straight back into videos. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some streaming first. Make sure the internet all works. Make sure I get everything else running correctly. Make sure the PC can still hold it. I'm just fucking better lot of money gone into that. Make sure that's all okay, and then we'll work back into videos. Plus, I'm also talking to a few people and ask, what do you want to see on the channel? I keep asking that. I don't get a huge amount of suggestions. Get the community back. Talk to all the people I was talking to on streaming. By the way, streaming's going back to YouTube. Fuck Twitch. Twitch is just useless in my eyes, unless you're already established on there. If you are on Twitch, if you are not one of the first people on Twitch and already built up your base, you will not get anyone on Twitch. That's my view of Twitch. You need to have been one of the originals. It's sort of like YouTube, but YouTube's a bit more fairer, gives you more of a base to grow your channel, whereas Twitch, if you don't start out early with them, then you're screwed, you don't get anything. So I'm going back to YouTube, where everything's at YouTube. I ain't too fussed about all the overlay on the channel, all them fancy little things that pop up to say someone is subscribed. Fuck them, I don't care anymore about that. I'm just going back to the basics. Hopefully, me being me will be enough to entice people on to subscribe to the channel. Yeah. So for now, guys, that is it. Keep an eye out on Twitter and Facebook and all that, and that's when I'll say when videos and streams will start coming up. I'll try using like the stream schedule system on YouTube to see to let you know when I'm going to stream and that. Plus, also, if you are already subscribed, make sure you hit that bell button, because that will notify you when I do go live, so you can all watch and enjoy. So yeah, for now, guys, that is it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you all very soon in many videos to come. Bye bye.